A rich kid has received only probation after killing 4 people with his car because of a condition described as affluenza, basically being too rich to know what the hell you're doing. This is being reported by CBS DFW in Dallas-Fort Worth. A teenager who killed 4 people while driving drunk has been sentenced only to probation. Prosecutors were pushing for the 16-year-old named Ethan Couch to spend 20 years in prison. However, State District Judge Gene Boyd sentenced him to a decade of probation. No debate about whether he was driving the car. No debate about whether he was drunk. A blood alcohol level of 0.24 was confirmed at the time of the crash, 3 times the legal limit for an adult. Prosecutors also presented evidence that Couch and his friends stole beer from the local Walmart the night of the crash, and they got into a pickup truck, drove around, killed 4 people, and also injured some of the people who were riding in the back of the pickup truck. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Couch's attorneys argued that his parents were responsible for the actions of the teen because he had been raised by these rich parents who never truly showed him any limits, never truly showed him the consequences of his actions. And it's a condition that psychologist Dick Miller called affluenza, a condition where his family felt that wealth brought privilege and there was no link between behavior and consequences. As part of the sentence, he has to go to a private counseling center that costs $450,000, which will be paid for by his father. Lewis, this is outrageous. I understand that certain behaviors at certain ages are the responsibility of the parent. There is no question about it. However, and I've talked about those cases many times on this program. However, once you can legally drive, what you do with the car cannot simply be the product of your, generally speaking, upbringing. I think it is absolutely absurd.
Right. And if the blame here is on the parents, well, maybe then they should be charged with something and spend some time in prison. You can't make these ridiculous exceptions based on somewhat documented mental illnesses or conditions. I mean, where do you draw the line?
Hey, it's affluenza, Lewis. That's what it is. And the fact that his parents didn't teach him the consequences of his actions might be more reason to send him to prison, because you're reinforcing that. He killed 4 people, and he had an attorney, and they had defense psychologists, and he just gets probation. So you're only reinforcing that belief, which is absolutely incredible.